Hello, what's up guys, I hope you're all good. In today's video we are going to learn the basics of digital art. I'm going to introduce my device and the software that I use. So let's start. This is a graphics tablet and it's something you are going to need for drawing on a computer. It's called XP Pen and it's probably the cheapest device needed for digital art. You can connect it with your PC or a tablet. They give you a Bluetooth pen like this and the strokes you make on the tablet show up on the screen. That's basically all you need to know about its working. Before I move on to the next part, would you please subscribe to the channel as it makes me really happy and it gives me the motivation to make new videos for you guys. Let's move into the software. I use this app called Autodesk Sketchbook. You can install it from the link below. There are many others but I recommend Sketchbook because it's easy to use and it has the most features. Now here's the practical thing. Sketchbook has a lot of features, but for today, if you are just a beginner, if you know only these, you will be just fine. So when you start drawing, the very first thing you need is something to draw with. Sketchbook has over 200 brushes and you may be like, oh, I'm so confused, I don't know which one to use. Well, no worries, because out of these, only a few are the brushes that you actually need. A pen for the line art, an airbrush for shading, a hard and soft eraser, that's all. Even now I use only these brushes 90% of the time. Let's draw an apple. These over here are the layers and they are very important in digital art. I'll show you how it works. Now I want to add color to this apple, so I will select a red color and start coloring in it. Oops, I've made a mistake. Okay, I will take my eraser and correct it. Great, now I'm going to select the outline color and draw the outline again. It's so frustrating, right? So instead of having to redraw everything, you can just add a new layer, and now even if you make a mistake, you can just rub it off without having to do anything to your outline. This is another very essential feature. Suppose you want to add a darker shade to the lower part of our apple. Well, okay, I'll just select my spray paint and go spray, yay! Oh, but the spray is coming out of the apple. To avoid this, Sketchbook gives us this. When you lock your layer, the color is added only to the part you have already drawn on. This comes in handy when you have to add detailed shading. Now I want to add some highlights in my apple new layer, and I'm going to rub it off a little bit so it looks natural. So that's all for today, my dear artists, and that's pretty much all the basics you need for digital art. And one more thing, when you start you might face problems with your device because it's different from drawing on paper. When you draw on paper, the image and the pen are in the same place, but on a graphics tablet you have to draw down here and the image shows up in the screen. So that will take time, and the only thing you have to do is practice 2 hours a day, and I guarantee that in a week you will get a lot better. And I'm always here to help you, but remember, no one can make anyone learn, they can only help them learn. So you have to practice yourself, and if you need any sort of guidance, here's my link to social media. Thank you so much for watching. Meet you in the next video.